just this brief movement, explain to them what you really meant at the time, because some of them are still confused.
Maybe my desire to join politics, it was a desire of the Liberian people.
Okay.
I've served Liberia my entire life, from a young age to my age today. Liberian people called me on board. I accepted their call. I came. I brought the investment. We moved on, and finally we got the leadership to build our country. The Liberian people still believe in me, and I said to them in my church, one day I could tell you that I'm running or I'm not running. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I could come out tomorrow and say I'm not running, but any time the Liberian people need me, I will respond to their call, because it's very important. Do you know how many times I went to elections and I'm not on a party ticket? I stay or remain committed to the cause of the people. But there's not a cause of the people, the struggle continues. There's a cause of the people for development. And that's why I heed to, and that's what I did. I am young, and I am the leader of the political party of the Congress for Democratic Change. When we go to our elections and they're looking for a leader, if I'm the leader on that ticket, I will be the candidate.
Wow. Respecting the rule
What
of
is
law.
important for me? Yes. Respecting the rule of law. You understand? So we need to unite our people, AB. So we are the greatest country in the world, whether we believe it or not. Whether we believe it or not. But we need to treat each other right. Yeah, we cannot be vindictive. And you understand? We cannot be hateful. And it's wrong, especially if you are hateful to people that treat you right. That is wrong. The pastors then, the deacons, the prophets, they need to wake up to say the truth. If God cannot tell them, I'm praying to God and I'm begging God to tell them, because people listen to them, so they can tell the government that breaking the law is the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. Liberia suffer a whole lot. Liberia suffer the crisis. So we don't need to go back to our dark days. We need to be civil. Civility is the best way. And peace is the order of the day. And the only way peace can be restored, peace can come, if we all to respect each other.
Certainly.
So we need to know that any leader that don't respect other leaders, he will crash. But again, AB, I'm very happy that even in the rain, the rain, people are still outside expressing their joy. You know what I'm saying? For a future and a forward march. I think it's a great thing. It's a great endeavor. So I want to thank our legislators and our acting chair and the Secretary General and the entire partisans. You know, want to thank all of them, the reaction, the sedition, the coalition, and what have you, and the well-wisher and the sympathizer. We respect you all. That's the best way to go. And keep the peace of this country, and let us continue to work hard for a better future. People realize that
if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, is said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. In sports? Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Worst country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
That's what we're doing. You listen to me in the church. I don't have to repeat myself. Everything that they say is wrong, that they don't want to spoil it. All the new thing that is here, that we don't want to face it. Anything what they're looking for, what they say they're tired, that they don't want to spoil it. And that's why we try to face it. They're tired. Why are they tired? How can you be tired and you walking? Your stomach and those people, they say that they eat well, and you see your children to spoil the country. But we're not doing again. We came to the political arrangement. We came to the arrangement with vigor. We came with peace. And we attained the victory that never lead us today. Now because of you today, we got education. Now because of you today, our internet rolls have been paid. Now because of you today, we made inflation at 27%, 99%. So don't let them tell you otherwise. Liberia is 175 years old, 171 years old. What we see in the 4 years, we are not seeing it. In the 4 years, you build our economy, infrastructure, that because of you today, we got more hospitals. Previous government, they prepare on the hospital that were here before. But we pay a new one. We are your right leaders. And I want to thank all of the newcomers, those wise people that change. They say wise men changes, but our heart, wise men and wise women changes. So I want to thank all of the young people, the first time voters, and the newcomers that are making a mistake to be with the family. This is the right family for you. We will depend on you for us to continue our developmental exercise.
Continue our reforms in 2021 and push to achieve growth and grow jobs across key sectors of our economy. And so, Mr. Speaker, although the state of our economy is challenged, the fundamental remains sound and strong. The soundness and strength is based on the very hard work we have delivered over the past 18 months. Madam Vice President and President of the Senate, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Pro Tempore, and members of the 54th Legislature, now that I have discharged my statutory duty under Article 58 of our Constitution, I would like to speak directly to you, my fellow Liberians. My fellow Liberians, just 3 days ago, January 22nd, 2020, was the 3rd anniversary of my inauguration as President of Liberia for a 6-year term. This is therefore the midterm of my tenure, and it is the time that we review our progress and achievement made thus far, and recalibrate where necessary to ensure that we achieve the goals of our National Development Plan, the Pro Agenda for Prosperity and Development. Which is based on the platform upon which you elected me to this high office. First of all, let me reaffirm that road connectivity continues to be the flagship of my programs. Which is intended to serve as a major catalyst for national development. It is important that all of the 15 counties in Liberia should be interconnected by modern roads. This entails the construction of approximately 500 kilometers of paved primary roads, as well as the maintenance of approximately 4,000 kilometers.
Knowing that by 2023 you'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 you'll be tired, you could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind,
Gabriel had to go see to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post too?
Yeah, he said I'm gonna join to go see to the web mainland too. They get money into the so they will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same leisure?
And how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man called me back, I was on the 18th. They more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now we're in there, around 8:30. The man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave for a working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the net now?
When the man call me in the net,
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the message you're 3?
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the...
The message you want to give you what tea?
Tea. Hot milk tea, hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah,
For you to drink.
with bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside.
You add into my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah, when I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say one for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are two now.
In the Jeep.
In a G. Then they are two.
A big Jeep. Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG. For doji.
For the Jeep.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now.
Air condition all inside.
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, because I say when I move from here, I'll free. Because I say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, looking. Then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office, I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come look at you say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, just explain things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. That's why I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. That's why I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
To explain. Yeah, okay.
I hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We're in a new era and they send us back to the old era. We need to correct that.
Correct that. And are you going to be one of those persons to champion that campaign to correct that? You are still back and you are still active in politics. You care to explain to the Liberian people today, what did you mean when you were in a church that you were not going to stay long and retire in politics that others would do? Just this brief moment, explain to them what you really meant at the time, because some of them are still confused.
Maybe my desire to join politics, it was a desire of the Liberian people.
Okay.
I've served Liberia my entire life, from a young age to my age today. Liberian people called me on board. I accepted their call. I came. I brought the investment. We moved on, and finally we got the leadership to build our country. The Liberian people still believe in me, and I said to them in my church, one day I could tell you that I'm running or I'm not running. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I could come out tomorrow and say I'm not running, but any time the Liberian people need me, I will respond to their call, because it's very important. Do you know how many times I went to elections and I'm not on the party ticket? I say or remain committed to the cause of the people. But there's not a cause of the people, the struggle continue. There's a cause of the people for development. And that's why I hit to, and that's what I did. I am young, and I am the leader of the political party of the Congress for Democratic Change. When we go to our elections and they're looking for a leader, if I'm the leader on that ticket, I will be the candidate.
Wow. Respecting the rule
What
of
is
law.
important for me? Yes. Respect to the rule of law. You understand? So we need to unite our people, AB. So we are the greatest country in the world, whether we believe it or not. whether we believe it or not. But we need to treat each other right. Yeah, we cannot be vindictive. And you know what I'm saying? We cannot be hateful. And it's wrong, especially if you are hateful to people that treat you right. That is wrong. The pastors then, the deacons, the prophetess, they need to wake up to say the truth. If God cannot tell them, I'm praying to God and I'm begging God to tell them, because people listen to them, so they can tell the government that breaking the law is the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing. Liberia suffer a whole lot. Liberia suffer the crisis. So we don't need to go back to our dark days. We need to be civil. Civility is the best way. And peace is the order of the day. And the only way peace can be restored, peace can come, if we all to respect each other.
Certainly.
So we need to know that any leader that don't respect other leaders, he will crash. Once again, AB, I'm very happy that even in the rain that they rain, people are still outside expressing their joy. You know what I'm saying? For a future and a forward march. I think it's a great thing. It's a great endeavor. So I want to thank our legislators and our acting chair and the Secretary General and the entire partisans. You know, want to thank all of them, the reaction, the sedition, the coalition, and what have you, and the well-wisher and the sympathizer. We respect you all. That's the best way to go. And keep the peace of this country, and let us continue to work hard for.
Let me say good evening to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. So we are right here together again, and I'm quite grateful. And these students, then you can be causing noise in class. There's nothing I can be seeing here. And you're always causing noise, you know, and I think for sure the noisy students that we see here, some of y'all not staying on in a class here. I don't know, y'all. Some of y'all, so you're not clever. You're not staying on in a class here. Y'all get your friend. I want to see new students and new students. So any new student, put your hand up so that I can know you that you're here. But any old student, you try. Some of y'all. I will just put your outside one time for you to graduate by force. You know, there are some students when they overstay, you just put them outside the class. But the other class, we can put students in class. When you overstay, we give you more grace. Yeah, that's what we do all of the time. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. So, fantastic students, you people are. Paul here, and STEM says he's a new student. New student, put hands up. Kadiatu, la. You're not new student, you're old student. You see, some of you that your problem then there. Yeah? Some of you that your problem there. When we say you come up with small thing, you don't even know what I would do for the new students. Those of you who are new student, put your hands up. That's something I want to surprise you with. So that the old student then don't put your hand up. The new students, I didn't want for them to put their hands up because I want to surprise them with something. So the new students, you put your hands up. I want to surprise you with something. Yeah, very cool. Fun thing. And so all of y'all who are the new students, y'all get ready. I can surprise you with something. I'll let you surprise new students. Yeah, fantastic new students. We can surprise all of y'all and something new. All right, now we're coming to tell you what we're going to surprise you with. Yeah, we're coming to tell you what we're coming. And all of y'all putting your hand up, even old student and I see them putting. Y'all put your hands up. I come and surprise the new students. I come and surprise all the new students tonight. Matera Stevens, where are you? Please come. Let me give you the instruction what to do to the new student. We got to surprise them. And all the new students in the class tonight. Where is Matilda? And I think we need to look for vice class prefects. Yeah, vice class prefects. So that we can have a deputy to Matilda. No, the deputy will want for Matilda. That's why we not let the vice president in business. Or one will just be there. No vice president business inside the thing. Matilda, please, wherever you are. The thing are coming to all the new students are putting their hand up. I come and get instruction to the class prefects to deal with you, to do something to you people. All the new students that are in class tonight. Matilda, take all of them, grab them, carry them outside the class, check their book bags, make sure that they have no strange object coming to this class, and make sure that their name is on the class record before. Thank God we finish seeing their hand up now. They can't bring it down again. We have already seen them already. So carry every one of them outside of the class, check their book bags, check inside and see whether they get any strange object inside. And when you really check it for truth, I think for sure. And I want to check the sounds, right? Yeah, I want to check. And got all of them, they want to put their hand in that because the instruction are coming. We just say put people in. Even all students, once you put your hand up, we'll still deal with you the same way. And so we don't want any one of you here to come and disturb this class. So welcome to class, folks. We are right here again, grateful to the Almighty God. And so I think for sure we are certainly getting there. And we'll say thanks to Crown Stopper for being proud to be associated with the show. And we are right here tonight to do what we think we always do for country. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for any and everything we do. So this is it right here on this die. So we are grateful and we will continue to be grateful. Let us start the class. Today is Thursday, and today is Tuesday, sorry. So it's the cash giveaway thing. Why you see me talking about dates here? So let me give some instructions. Let me give you some awareness. What we have done is that to balance the equation, especially with our MTM subscribers, as well as our orange subscribers. So we'll get one orange line for the orange people, and we'll get one Lone Star line for the Lone Star people. We try to do these things. We are still working on some things to modify some things. Then for the females, we finally acquire a number exclusively for you people, especially our Oman who like to participate. So this number I'm about to read is for the Oman. It's for the Oman. I say the OPA then. Anybody who OPA, join the male line and then deal with that. But the females can have access to the male line if they wish. But exclusively, when it comes to this, any man voice I hear picking this one, it will be terrible and we'll just cut you off. So don't even bury your own effort to make sure that you do that. So don't do it. Class, please, those of you in the back, if you are getting me clear, please try to tell me that you are getting me very clear. Whether you are getting me loud and clear, I would like that report from you people as well as we are going on tonight. You know the mark, you got to do it some kind of way. The mark, just ordinary mark. The mark, it calls for pen. You got to pen the mark some kind of way before it works, right? So that's the kind of mark we got here, but we'll deal with it. Don't worry. So the sound is clear. I'm hearing from my students, William W. Wulu, Cecilia Logan, and of course, sound clear, Faith Alfonso Brown. All of them, they are saying sound is clear. Because the thing I come in talk tonight, I want for the sound to be clear so that you will get it clear. So let me read the Oman number. Let me read the female line. Not only Oman, but the female line. So the female line is 0. Y'all listen now. For the female. I hear line there now, exclusively. Because man vote had to leave from where PHP community to come here to engage me. If you only man CC1, okay, I say no problem. And I thought I was going to solve this problem today. You know, there's a tradition now that Omer Samson taught us this special way to get special preferential treatment. So that thing, we bought it and we brought it here along with us that we told you we just won. So the Oman number, that's 0777. That's 0777 and 980 0777 980 375. 0777 980 375. So this one is exclusively for the Oman. No male voice will come on this door. So it's 0777 980 375. 0777 980 375. Right? Only for females. And most importantly, the Oman that they are lying. All right. So we thought to make sure that you get that one clear. Right? That's the female line. So you can share it now with one another exclusively. For the male line, one of A stay there, which of course is 0772 239933, right? 0772 239933. So that number is there for the male, the orange line. Then the MTN line for the male, the MTN line. And this same MTN line is what you can use for the WhatsApp for the diaspora people. You see, we have categories of people. Most effectively know the diaspora people. So you have the same orange line, but this one is now going to be for the diaspora people because they're struggling. They didn't really get it. So the 0886 for the diaspora people now, and they can use it for WhatsApp. Then for the local people, you can use this for the local line, right? So the 0886 30, that 304497. 0886 304497. And it's going to be set up anytime soon on the screen. Okay, it's also there. It's already on the screen. You can see it there. So the female line is there. And so you can see those are the numbers that are there. The female line. Yes. So you can, for those of you watching, yeah, check on the screen there. You'll be able to see it. That's it there. Those of you watching us live on Facebook and YouTube, check there. You will see on the screen is there. So you will see WhatsApp is at 0886 +231 0886 304497. Then for direct line, you will see it at 0886 304497. Then for the orange line, you'll see it for 0772 239933. Those are the numbers for now. The Oman and Laompa, I will always announce it to remind them. So that's it. That one we can't even put it on the screen here for you to see it, not for the Oman. Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much to all of you for joining us tonight, and we are right here. So since you say you're getting me very loud and clear, let's go into two basic topics for tonight. One, it has to do with the Unity Party. You saw it in the newspaper publications, right? Yeah. It's finally clear that the Unity Party people lied to the civil servants. They lied to the Liberian people. All the propaganda that they were running, lying all over the place, it has caught up with them. Right? Good. So, their Unity Party. You know, one time I was sitting down with one senior government official. The Unity Party government official now. So I was sitting down with him, and we're just having some arguments among ourselves. And I begin to tell you some things, some measures. He said, you know, he talked also about cutting down staff. And he talked about cutting down staff. He's a former government official, but of course, back into this government. And he worked in the Unity Party government then, but he's working in this Unity Party government under Joseph Walker now. So he said, we are even cutting down staff because the time we were in government, we never used to have the kind of number there. So we'll even cut down all of that. So we say, okay, no problem, no problem. But one thing he came to, and he said, even that you're not, you know, he looked at me now, you know, everybody can call me CDC man, Joria man, and which of course I have no issue. And Male, when you say you're not seeing, what do you know that I'm talking about that you're not seeing? I'm talking about the WhatsApp line right on the screen there. Okay, if you can't see, then let somebody look there and read it to you so that you can save it in your phone. Why you thought you're not seeing anything? Right? And so that is why it is. So this guy said that your harmonization, the next budget, you will see. You would never see that harmonization inside again. I said, yeah, you'll see. I said, wow. I said, okay, that's good. That's brilliant. That's great. I like that. That's good. So I left it with him like that. Yeah, I left it with him. I knew he was lying. So we knew, can you imagine a former government official? So meaning the whole thing about harmonization, it was not mainly about the civil servants that they were thinking. That whole thing about, they were only using you to their benefit. Because if they say reversal of harmonization, who's trying to benefit? Who then benefiting? Is it the ordinary people? Or when prior to harmonization, who then were benefiting? Prior to harmonization, let's put it in bluntly now. Prior to harmonization, who then were benefiting the most? The ministers. The senior ranking officials of government, they were benefiting the most. But when harmonization came, it affected heavily. And like we told you, the Unity Party guys have come back to steal. And they think to steal, they will have to get back to that level they were under Ellen Johnson selling so that they can still steal. So when you saw them using your everything they ever preached to you, it was for themselves and not you. When they even told you, say, they were going to rescue, it was rescuing themselves and not you. Like today, I saw them breaking down, a friend of mine called me and said, AB, you're not hearing the news. I said, what is it? They said they now break down the whole boulevard, all the businesses there. They have decided to crush out people, and they say they're coming to pass the overhead stuff. I said, that's a good news. That's a good thing. Nobody will have problem with that because it calls for development, right? But do you know how many people going out of business today? The poverty continue to increase. Do you know how many of those people then they have broken down their shops? They have credited from banks because those banks went and saw their business centers and decided to credit them. They got to pay those people loans. So some of them are like they get stroke and just die one time. All these things you are doing because you want to prove a point. You are taking people out of business. There are people who go in susu. They have already eaten other people. Susu. Now you're taking them off business. How will they pay these people? There were people who are united in one area, and that is where they used to operate as a team. You have taken them off. Where do they come up to work together as a team? How do they get the resources? Some of them, they have even paid their children's school fee, managed there and paid their children's school fees. And by the grace of God, they manage, and depending on the small business, you are breaking them down. Where are they going to get money from? We agree that development should come, right? But the Joseph Walker government is very desperate to prove a point. Their overhead passing is not an emergency. You got to look at the economic. Look, let me tell you something. A government that is sensitive. But we are getting there. The reason you see it happening, because out of you, that's why you brought upon yourself. So let us live with it. The overhead passing. In what way does it bring any economic benefit? If you are to talk about the roads that you fail on miserably, those were emergency issues. You went to attack them, it turned to mud. So you first, as a government setting, first talk about economic empowerment. How do you go into initiatives that will lead to economic empowerment? That's what you think about first, so that you empower the people. Because you came to rescue them. You can't be putting the people into further poverty. How does overhead pass satisfy? What? I don't know. It's only for beautification purposes. And when I say easement for transport, for economic gains, safety, those are all safety measures and so forth. But you see, people may not understand some of these things. But, when we are saying anything, they say we're playing politics with it. We are not playing politics with anything. But let's leave that. So, Samuel 12 took his time and broke down everything. I will read what Samuel 12 posted. They lied. They are now telling the IMF that they will be able to, the IMF should get them 4 years So 4 years they will operate as a government, right? Until 2028, before they can think about salary increment. And you know what's that? Because you're going to election at that time. It's not even going to be possible again. Joe Bwaka is a liar. And one who lies steals. So as a result, they have stolen from you people. That's why you're hearing it. Everything that is happening is a blatant lie. They lied to you people. They said they were going to increase your salaries. A friend of mine sent me a text. Let me read the text that the friend sent me. He sent me the text yesterday when I was on the show, but I saw it after I left the show. This is what the president told me. And so the cash gave away just 3,000 today. Sorry, and I know you're listening. So the star 799 star. Let me see. And so let me see here. Let me see. Okay, a star 799 star and 24 hash. Yeah, for 3,000. Right. So that 3,000 you're bracing yourself for tomorrow. So play. Get it. Those of you having won before, you can win on that. And then you can brace yourself for tomorrow because the jackpot comes on midweek. And so we're going to be doing that. So it's star 799 star and 24 hash. That's the code for tonight. And I told you how to save these numbers. Sorry, myself, even forgetting the name and say I'm gonna save it. The teacher, the student, they almost can do the same. But again, that's why it is. But save those numbers. Save this as just Tuesday, right? It's regular, so it's just to prepare you for the jackpots. 15,000, 10,000, just like that, 50,000. That's what it's for. But it's for tomorrow and that of day after. So those are the 2 days that we use for that. So prepare yourself for today. You can play this one, save it, don't use it, but of course you're going to use it to get a bigger one on tomorrow, right? So the star 799 star and 24 hash. That's why it is. Thank you so much, baby man. Every day you ask him for the coin, and I announce it now, so you go play. So that is why it is. The friend sent me this. Let me see. Let me tell Kev Hassan to send me certain picture about something he wants me to talk about, and the current look. And let me display it and then make announcement. Please send me the current look and look page. All right. So the current look picture, yeah. I need a Kev so that I can talk something about it. Yeah, I can talk something about it. Patrick, yeah, I saw your stuff. But again, sorry, we are getting there. So the friend who sent me this information, let me read it to you. All right. Okay. Good. All right, good. The friend said this, and I'll read it right here. The friend said, those of you are the health practitioners, no, I want to forget about whatever your deal, whatever, because the idea when you're not satisfied with the patient, it will not be satisfied. So I will call you. The health practitioners, just listen to this. The friend sent me this, and the friend is somewhere there in central Liberia, and the friend said this. The friend said, by the end of this month, more than 50 nurses who have been receiving supplementary salaries in Bone County from the IRC, the International Red Cross, supplementary salary from the International Red Cross, those people in Bone County, they will be out of job as the IRC is ending its support to healthcare services in the county. So everyone maybe drawing down. Their friend just sent me this. And they said these nurses are worrying about their statuses. And Bone County is the hub of this whole politicization of the health sector, using one Martha Morris to do that and to use them. And then when they start fighting all over, some of them taking all share and all the fight, the health practitioners. So Bone County is the hub. Now, you see what God does? So over 50 of those nurses who are being on the supplementary payrolls, right? They're about to lose it because the IRC, the International Red Cross, could be cutting down on in the county. Now, they said these nurses are worrying about their statuses, right? They are worrying about their statuses, and some of them, they are regretting their decision to vote against the CDC government that decided to place them on government payroll. If CDC are warned, these nurses that we are wanted to transition, that we are wanted to transition, they are the one now that are regretting because they are very government. Because we are left there. Even after the election, the budget that we are presented to Joseph Boakai, he still put it there. He never cared about that thing they were on. You said, no, we are left it there. The budget in 2023 that we are left of all the adjustment that they made, we are then put that one there and say, if for the nurses, we make commitment to them and we're passing it on to you. A good enough that they even fought for you because they don't want vote against us because of you. So this proposal that we agree with the nurses, this morning we'll put it there so that you can have them on payroll and put it there because they voted for you. Now we have a number. You didn't take it from there. No, we have put it there and gave it to Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai took it from there. So that is what it is. Where are we? And I want to see any nurse to come up and say, AB, why you're lying like this? Do you know, since Joseph Boakai took over, things have improved for us? I want you to challenge us by that. I will be too happy to bring that your testimony and display it right here. You don't need to call your name. No. I can agree, confidentiality, track, we can sign that one, that I will never call your name. Yeah. We can agree on that one. Come, I will do. But who told you the NGO they were going to be coming to this country? The NGOs, they are suffering now. When they look at your budget, why would you think the NGO they will be taking other countries on the taxpayers' money and be spending it? Then when your country budget, the local aid, they hear about the other 22 million, the other 17 million, the other million, then the people will be taking their own money, they be bringing it here. They will be bringing it here? No. The people read. So every time they do their lay budget support and whatever they send it to their international poll, they say, but wait now, Liberian people must send drug to there. No, you're beginning. We can be starving people down there. Then all along we hearing the newspapers here and there that the people stealing. They're stealing. Then we must be sending money there. No, we're not going to do that. So they will be pulling out their people one. You see some of the things I don't even know. You don't even know some of these things, but we said it. So they lied to you people. They lied to you people. And 12 was able to break down something. Let me just share it with you, which is very much good. So, and I said, Joe, we are go, NGO and all going to. Anything good that Joe we are associated with, everything will go. Salary agreement, no, they go. Everything that you said, Joe, we are go, everything going. Right? Enjoyment, all gone. At least you could manage to find a school fee for your children and you're not getting it again. Everything gone. George, we are left with everything. You say, oh, bundling out, George, we are not. You don't know certain people come with certain grace that God can have upon them. You don't know that one. Yeah? So Samuel 12 said this. Let me try to re-echo what 12 said to these people so that they can get it. You're getting it? I get it there clear. Let me try to make it big. Yeah. No. 12, what did you say? No. 12, no. Go there, no more. Everything. I'm sorry. Let me go on. Y'all be reading. Joe, we are go. Everything now. Nothing there again. They are going. NGOs and all are going. So, I hope you people getting me. Sorry. And for those of you who are listening to the radio, please try to tell me what are you getting. Hey, you people won't carry my voice a lot. I witchcraft attitude I ain't Joseph Burger and children. Yeah, working. So Samuel 12 said this, right? This is what Samuel 12 said. Let me read it quickly. Then I'll just explain it up there for you. You can make it. Student, you have been praying the throat. All right, so let's go. He says here, deepening the understanding. He said, you cannot increase salary arbitrarily. Honor an IMF program. Because the International Monetary Fund, when they want to give you their money, they first assess to see how well do you value your own money and your own people before you even requesting for us to help you open door for you, for other people to come here and help. They assess all of that. So any spending you will do, it should be out of priorities. And those priorities should be out of necessity. Right? So that's what they look at. So I was trying to say that he said you cannot increase salary arbitrarily on an IMF program, especially when you want to go on the. In fact, Joseph Burger came straight. When they pie around, I was just listening to the LRA boss say, "Oh, we'll not raise more money." You raising more money, chief? What kind of money you raising so much that you see that Liberian people are suffering? Their country ran straight on an IMF. But you can't go on an IMF, then you say you're going to undo some of their institutional policies that they have in place. They just say you want to do business with so and so bank. They bank say, when we give you our money, that is what you should do. And you're going to be crediting from some bank there. And everybody got their own policy and guidelines as it relates to how they give you their money and how they think it should be. They get that. So IMF gets similar thing too for countries. So, and 12 said we kept salary at 297 million for 4 years of our program. 4 years. That's where the CDC government kept salary, 297 million. They said at the end, it went up to 305 million, in 2023 to account for all the salary increases we did plus additional hiring. So for 4 years, we're at and it started the harmonization ever since for 4 years. So 2023, it went up because they needed to hire people and they decided to increase some salaries for some people. Even in nursing and you see how they are wickedness. So let's leave that. Increases. We did plus additional hiring. UL, judges, minimum wage enforcement, all those things, the IMF accepted these increases. So they went to the IMF, they said, oh, for 4 years, we have managed to harmonize and it's been like this. So what we want to do now, we want to hire some people, especially the University of Liberia. So we want to tell you, these are the areas that our judges, we need to step up something for them. So the minimum wage, the pass of law in this country, the minimum wage will be at a level. We want to enforce that. So the IMF say, if these are the conditions, then we agree. So he said he presented that to the IMF and the IMF said, yes, we agreed. So that how come they were able to carry the 305 million? The UP guys, he said, lied to the IMF that they can keep salary at 270 million for 4 years and their program up to 2028. They told the people, they said, we are coming. You see these CDC people? We are able to manage 270 million, meaning they were lying to these people. So you see, the salary honor harmonization. After CDC government did harmonization, it was at 297 million. So the Unity Party, after they promised you that they were coming to carry your salary up, because they were begging for money from IMF, they were presenting themselves like they are by far better. They left you behind and they went. Let me break it down. Maybe that's something I want for you to get. So let's agree. I'm here. The president of the Republic of Liberia is the CEO, right? Good. And of this country. So put in that context, he's going now to beg for money. So let's come down to our own local stuff here. John Brown was in this position. When John Brown was there, the total salary for all the employees there used to be 3,000. So the station was not raising money because the salary of the employees were way up. Peter Paul said he coming there, but Peter Paul has already promised the employees then in the station, run campaign on it, that when I come, our salary then will carry your salary now. How much you making down there? Say that when I come down there, you'll get $70. You will get it. All your money there, what they call the main cut down, will carry everything back up. And at the promise he made to the employee then they see Peter Paul who promised the employee then that when he comes there, he will carry their salaries up, and he made an employee there to go against John Brown. But when Peter Paul came there, now Peter Paul know that he can run our station there without getting money from some people outside for them to help. Then Peter Paul now decided to go look for money. Then he told the Paul and said, the same people, right, that John Brown been taking money from too, but his salary have been up at that level. Peter Paul then left the promise that he made to you as employees. He went now to the people to go carry money and said, but the man who was Sunday that he put it at 3,000 are able to maintain salary from that area there to 3,000 or maybe 2,500. You see, now lying there, you trick the people because you told the people that you will carry their salaries up, right? But carrying their salaries up or reversing it, meaning the wage bill will go up. Right? So that's the lie. They lie to you. Then when they want to go negotiate with the IMF, they say we can even come. So where is the logic now? Where the increment you're going to get? I'm just sorry for the volunteer teachers whom Buya had promised that he was going to place on payroll, and it not work for you. I'm really sorry for you. They have workers, the volunteers. You think we are not going to do it? Or has we ever promised anything that he didn't do? The IMF, then there are people who can listen. They will listen to WIA because they know WIA has a strategy to make sure he meet up with their demands. But they lying the date. So he said, and twice said their current salary spending on track is to be above 300 million in December 31, 2024. The current one is over 3 million. In fact, it's about 307 million. Their current salary is going up. The wage bill, everything going up. Why? Because Buakai decided to employ people in big positions and assign fat salaries to them. While they acting as they sacking other people. So they increasing the money at that level. It going over 300 million. Up to now, we already put in that sack. You don't see the money coming down. It's not coming down anywhere. It's not coming down. That's what Buaka did. So Toy continued in his own layman thing. I just trying to break it down, right? He said, honor of program. The IMF draws the line at a nominal wage. For the CDC, the line was 297 million. UP, in their agreement, they said that they can draw the line at 270 million. You see, that after the promise, they went to the IMF. They say, our own, we're able to bring it to 270 million. After the promise, that's what they went to IMF with. You see how they trick you? When we're saying these things, you think we're lying? You see how they trick you? I will deal with you on that. Wait. So they went there. He said, he really pitied his man, Augustine Gaffon. He said Gaffon must be really, really vexed to say, how did these people reach at this level to come do this kind of deception? How? How can we get this done? That they see lying and thing them with the stealing are going around and told Boyman from that. Boyman is a Christian man. Boyman, they come from background that they don't want to spoil their family name for just anything. That man come from religious background, scared. While praying, boy, then feeling plenty people already stealing all what they not made out of fake promises and they can't live up to it, it will come down on them. Any minister of finance who gets there, you will get it tough from the Liberian people. Because things are getting bad. The government policy decisions that they are making is affecting the economy on a daily basis. They will tell you that they're raising the money. You will not see that money. Because it's going into the pockets of people then that Bwaka employ into places and give them fat salaries. Bwaka himself traveling with huge delegations. Just in 9 months. Plenty of money gone. So where do you get that? So he said that GAF must be real average. He will have to renegotiate a new salary line with the IMF. He should be pressing for a salary line in the neighborhood of 312 million. Because where it is now, I said at 307 million. It gone to 307 million. CDC levy at 305. Because of the improvement, the UF, it gone to 307 million with all the sacking, they sack our own money. So you're saying that maybe Gafwan will go negotiate with IMF and say, no, I'm a new finance minister. I was not part of this arrangement. You know, understanding these things here and there. This is exactly the reality on the ground. This is what we can do, and we can't touch these things now. But I beg you, can you people please allow us to just at least carry the salary something to 312? Now as we speak, now they're not revival as they're nothing. Now where it is now, as we speak. So to reverse it, you know, where it will go, it will not go 4 million or 5 million. Yeah, it will not go 500 million. It will go there. So you see what it is? So Twa said he should be pressing for, okay, all right, and accepted the 305 million from last year. Some fools, and he said this, some fools who wanted to play politics messed up the numbers and lied. They can save 34 million from 6,000 ghost workers. He said, where are those ghost workers? Even if all these people are ghosts, as Asset Dog reminded me yesterday, the max you can save from them is 7 million. You can't save 34 million. Even if you say all the people there are ghosts, you can't save that. You lied. These are people that have been there. He said we did. He said we did substantial ghost cleanup on the late Batin Yeswa and commissioned a payroll audit to firm our understanding of the structure of ghosts affecting a payroll. Thus is the audit those little boys are running around with, having zero understanding of the issues. Ghosts on GOL payroll can pass 500 to 1,000 people. So any expected savings from ghosts, that's also vla. That's what Twa said. That his statement and just break down for you here. People were lying to you. Can you people remember during the course of the campaign a rare setting statement from the former and they call him Laporte, the World Bank country manager who was leaving? Okay, I'll read that statement again. I told you that the harmonization thing was a painful decision, but the government was forced to take it. The Unity Party would not reverse that. That was a difficult decision that the Unity Party failed to have taken. The people keep pressing, but when we came owing to a popularity and he could keep the people under control and still carry on development, he said, I will carry on harmonization. And look at the election result. It didn't affect Georgia. It didn't affect harmonization. No. You have over 70,000 civil servants. Then you get 15,000 votes margin. So you must know, where was the man? He said, I can take the decision. You know, everybody's scared because the idea they don't have the people on their side. I can take the decision and still do something for the people, and they will not feel so much impact about this whole thing. Because how many people employ in government? Few people. You have most of our people out there. So if I affect most of the people's lives outside, and then the few in government, if they are affected, no problem. But out of even the few that in government, George, we have still got numbers. Because only 17,000 votes were the margin, and it stole the election to get at that margin. So there is the letter. I'll bring it back. I'll let them remind you, and I'll always remind you. There is a letter. There is a statement that man released before he left. There is a statement. This was the statement he released before he left. I will still have it here in my files. I was able to, and I was able to get this. This is what the man said. There is a letter. There is a that the farewell program. This is what the man said. He said, Honorable Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Samuel Twa, Honorable Minister, Office of the Liberian Government, Development Partners, colleagues from the World Bank, distinguished guests, representatives of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I want to begin by thanking you all for your presence here this evening. for this farewell reception organized in my honor by the government of Liberia, I would like to thank in particular His Excellency President George Manawia for the excellent support that he has given to the World Bank and to myself as country director these past 4 years and half years. These past 4.5 years. I know how much His Excellency President Weah appreciates and values the collaboration that we have experienced over that time. Today's event is a manifestation of this strong partnership that the World Bank and Liberia enjoys. Liberia's relationship with the World Bank dates back to 1944, when the country participated in the Bretton Woods Conference in New Hampshire, United States of America, which brought together 44 nations. This conference led to drawing up an adoption of the Articles of Agreement of the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, RBRD, World Bank, and International Monetary Fund, the IMF. Consequently, Liberia signed the Article of Agreement, RBRD, International Finance Corporation, and the International Development Association, RDA, in March 28, 1962, thus becoming the 75th member of the World Bank. This is a true testimony of the firm relationship we enjoy today. I am pleased and proud that during my tenure as country director for Liberia, and with the support of my institution, the country experienced progress. This was a report we were reading at that time. I did read this during it. If some of you students can still remember. He says, for instance, macroeconomic stability improved significantly to the extent that Liberia was able to cope with the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. He was praising President Weah, the kind of way they managed the country's economy in the wake of COVID-19. Right? We also saw the drop in inflation from double to single digits, and the exchange rate observed a notable strengthening. Important macro fiscal as well as structural reforms were realized in recent years, which the World Bank supported through a series of budget operations ranging from US 20 million to US 65 million annually. These reforms were at times painful. Now listen, there were reforms that the CDC undertook. They were painful, right? He said these reforms were at times painful, courageous, but imperative. Listen to this. It's painful, but it calls courage. And did we have muster the courage through his finance and development planning minister? Yes, he did muster the courage. What was that courage? He said it was imperative. That means it was by demand that it needed to happen. There was no way about it. Harmonization, that they went away. Look, that's what the man said. The man said what? He said they were painful, they were courageous, but demanding. It was by force that you do it. And what we are went into. They were demanding. He said we commend the government's courage. You know what it takes to look at harmonization to do it? That was courageous effort on the part of Weah. That's why he said we want to commend the government's courage in implementing such difficult but key reforms, very key reforms, which have been critical in maintaining economic stability. He said because of the decisions you people took, it had helped you to maintain economic stability. That was the man's assessment about Weah and his government. Samuel Twe. But he was specific about Samuel Twe at that point. He said, during my tenure, we were able to deliver on a number of important projects whose implementation continued and will continue even after I have left. Meaning, the harmonization thing, it will continue. The man said it. I don't know in which way you know when I was reading that thing to you, you thought that it was because of politics. Just say, hey, we can lie. This thing the man said will continue. Is it not continuing today? Have your salaries gone up? Do you think the government will go back to it? No, the man said it. The man said that, look, he said, during my tenure, we were also able to deliver on a number of important projects whose implementation continue and will continue even after I have left. I am sure that Liberians are beginning to reap the dividends of these important investments, as observed by the larger number of Liberians benefiting from projects ranging from sectors including energy, fisheries, agriculture, transport, health, education, urban governance, transparency and accountability, and other sectors of development. Kudos to our strong World Bank team on the ground, led by country manager Kwame Untara, who left earlier this year, and Georgia Wallen, who now holds the fort and is already continuing the good work. And he continues and says, our cordial working relationship with the government of Liberia and other development partners have also been critical and have largely contributed to the achievements we've made for Liberia and its people. He continues and says, one notable achievement for Liberia during my tenure was when the country graduated from the classification of a fragile conflict, violence state in 2022. You see, in 2022, you didn't know this significant milestone on we as administration. The country we are inherited the country as a fragile country. We are inherited the country as a conflict-sensitive country. We are inherited the country as a violent country. Because the man said it, not me saying it. He said it. I read this very thing before, but I'm still re-echoing it because whatever we said during it, we'll keep reminding you that the things we said before, they are still living today. And they will live with us. We'll keep reminding you. You say we can lie. Yeah. But the things are still there. Go read it. He said, during my tenure, he said, one notable achievement for Liberia during my tenure was when Liberia graduated from a classification of a fragile, because they used to classify Liberia as a fragile. He said from the classification of a fragile conflict and violence state in 2022. With all that thing Eddie were passing around here and there, we inherited a country that was declared or classified as a fragile conflict and violence country. I think when you check now, say after the now when you look at it, we'll go back there again, say because I think they don't put it back there because the thing that Boga doing passing. I think we don't go back to the FCV. The FCV means fragile conflict and violence state. I think we are back to FC. I think we are back to that classification because the people have warned investors. The investor climate something. They said Liberia is not safe for business because of violent climate and so forth. So I think we'll go back to the FCV. Boga has taken us back. We graduated from there in 2022 because they could see that successive elections have been held where we have managed the elections and so forth. We have candidates lost the election. They observe all the things and they say no. For us to see Liberia at this level on their own watch, no, I think Liberia should graduate. Now that kind of graduation they went to now, Joseph Boga King demoted us, and he has already demoted us to somewhere far again. Because for us to reach at this level, it was on purpose. And he said that. He said Liberia must sustain these gains to remain on a pedestal of growth and prosperity. And for this good governance, transparency and respect for the rule of law must continue to prevail. The peaceful conduct of Liberia's 2023 presidential and legislative election shows that Liberians are on a reversible path of development and prosperity. These are things that people said about we. Well, you know, be saying, oh yeah, these are here and there. He said, as I leave for a new assignment at the World Bank headquarters in Washington, D.C., I remain confident that Liberia will continue to distinguish itself among nations of the world as a peaceful and democratic country. But let's come here. He said, I cannot end without saying a special word of appreciation to Honorable Samuel Toy, Minister of Finance and Development Planning. Minister Toy has not only been an excellent counterpart, but I will remember him as a pragmatic, bold, and visionary finance minister, not hesitating to put his country first with difficult reforms and decisions when others who have shielded away. God bless you, Minister, my brother. Other ministers shielded away. American and shielded away from anything. When anything, we can put our hand in it. Even the government are there today. Other than they shielded away from it. But TSL will take it honor of the dynamic and, of course, populist president. We have the capacity to deliver on it and nothing will happen. Affect the lives of our people outside. And we have started touching communities here and there to just mitigate the impact of the harmonization. Did they work? Yes. Look at the election result. It will tell you that yes, no impasse in the communities. Because not everybody like free tuitions, right? Not everybody working in government or whatever it is, some of them, but at least everyone else, whether you're working in government, you're not working in government, your child will benefit from that. The wax fees. Whether you're working in government, you're not working in government, your child. So that thing affected everybody in the communities. So as a result, when harmonization, when civil servant crying for their harmonization, the private man in a private capacity who saw that we was able to send his child to school or pay the wax fees, they don't feel sorry for those civil servants. They don't join them. That's why you saw the election result the way you saw it. But anyway, we'll still put it on them. So this is what I just wanted to share with you. And these are things that are here. And we think for sure these are interesting and ones that I just wanted to share with you so that you see it. This is something that they said. Your government will not change it. They're lying. They finish lying to you. They're not changing anything. Look, let me tell you something. That's what this country is all about. Lies, lies, and lies, and come to power. But we are saying no. For me, I'm not a politician. I'm not going to lie to find my way to power. I can't. I will never deceive these Liberian people because I want power from them. I can't do that. I can't. And I will not do that. And that was him. Then let's come to something important. Let me share it with you. They won now. And there are two things we want to talk about. Oh, now 21, no problem. I can discuss the second one. My people, they want to come and talk. I don't know whether it's good for all of us or whatever it is, but let me just put it outside so that we can talk. They're all our topic. You know this country, in all material I used to talk during the wake of the sanctions on the CDC administration. And other people say, oh, AB, you putting more on America. I will not putting more from America. You didn't get me. My points were very clear that we wanted to know reasons why. That's just all. And they say it's political. Didn't Zach came and say it's political? And sure indeed it was political. The HPS for which they sanctioned Samuel 12 for. Any moment Boaga did the HPS thing, that will release something on their website and say thanks to Boaga because he loved development. Thank you for clearing HPS. All the other executive order that Boaga being passed, you ever saw the US people put that on their website, the embassy? No. That I want to put there, that they are interest. So once 12 then dealt with that interest, they sanctioned them. And we're just saying some of these reasons, right? So we never back down from that. But people in the Unity Party at that time, or in the opposition at that time, they were chastising us. They formed civil society organizations to be condemning us and saying all kinds of trash, but they don't really care about a useless group of people. They started saying all sorts of trash. I didn't care about it. What we were saying is that Liberia cannot do without America. Most of our brothers and sisters, they are in America. We said that. We'll protect America's interest, yes, but we also need something in return. That was my plea. We protect yours. We should get something in return. But it was not meant to say, look, we can't do away, we're going to do away with America. No. Or bring China to come to China. The Chinese, they get bad labor practice. You know about them, yeah? Just recently, my friend Anthony Moses, he all on TikTok. The Chinese woman went and put the Liberian woman outside under the ring. You don't know about the Chinese people that get bad labor practice during the COVID-19. See how these people were treating your black people. The Chinese guy, then I used to send a video and tweet it to me. But they were scared because the Chinese, they have sophistication to track anything. They have terrible things. Don't see them passing around you either they get good. No, they are terrible. They have bad human rights records. What the Lebanese and the Chinese can do, you will not see an American man doing it. Where American men will wake up and be kicking somebody in the back and be kicking them and slapping them, you will not see that one easily. You know the Americans, they are scared when all those kind of thing. They are scared. Why you can see the Lebanese do slap our brother, then kick them from the back, and of course, whatever it is, the Chinese then slapping people, doing all kind of rudeness, you will not see that. The human rights violation in these people country, they bring it to this country, and that don't see these people. Let me tell you something. Though some of us would believe that people may say that and say whatever it is, right? You want to say all of your thing there, it better you know where to run to. China. There's something important that you should study about them. So that's why I say, America, all we can do is demand more from you. But we're not going anywhere. But what I see the United Party government doing now is total friskiness, rudeness. When people told us that it is Abraham Darius Delon, Niger Pele, I agree, Niger Pele, the intelligence, and of course, independent lady, I understand that. We understand Niger, right? Niger Rockefeller Pele. Okay, yeah, Niger. Niger was fighting a proxy war. Delon was denied visa. In the wake of all of that, he went and called Niger and said that they kind of thing they put them do to me, can't deal with them. Delon and all look at me. Look, Delon and all decided to field whatever Niger said. And I still want to be saying that. I know. Whether you like it or not, you can't. Look, Charles Taylor, as strong as he is, Charles Taylor said, look, there's nobody who can live without Washington. If Washington does not, don't hear you're here for nothing. You can't. Maybe ordinary citizens can do, but for government to wake up and then say you want to fight because you are vexed. Why are you vexed? They don't. They put other point sanction here. I can remember when Vani Shimon wanted to discuss the sanction issue. When the pro-tem Abachie was sitting at that time, I remember an ungrateful man. I even let him call it. He said, that greedy man. I don't say ungrateful, but greedy man. Abachie too, that one of the greedy men. When Abachie then were asking the Americans to give reason why the sanctioning people, Delon stood up with a muff in our place, open a mouth wide, and said this thing here is beyond our reach. We cannot put ourselves in the way of America and these people. They know why they took their decision. That was Delon's statement. Because why? Magay then, they have sanctioned them. They have sanctioned the other post-sanction print. You see there? All the things that were there. Delon was supporting the sanction. And he said, we can't. We don't want to run in trouble with America. Delon said that. When they decided to deny Delon visa for whatever reason that we understand, Delon went to America on restricted visa. The same restricted visa they decided to give to former Vice President Joao. He said, no, you can't tell me say I'm going to go to America. You can't restrict me. No, I don't want it. And the same thing again to Delon. Delon did not leave. Because you know the UN General Assembly is a special program that even if America get issue with you, that's why you see people as Saddam Hussein then could go down there, or you could see people like Muammar Gaddafi then they could go there. So it's just that area where they have to go. So they are not going, though America is hosting it, but they are not going to America. They are going to the UN. So the UN becomes. So Delon was a UN delegate. So they restricted him to UN. Abraham went America as a UN delegate, but I was not restricted to. Delon had restrictions on him. So that brief period then I was in America. I went Pennsylvania. I went to various states all over. I could travel anywhere. Delon could not. All that thing then, Delon is very much angry within himself. Bitter within himself. Coupled with the failure, you can sense that. Listen to Delon day before yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? Yeah, it was on yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I went out in the court. Yeah, I think yesterday, something like that. Yeah, okay, yesterday, I think. Even yesterday, you're busy. Listen to Dylan. Dylan is acting real frisky. You can sense the anger in Dylan too. Something really happening to Dylan. Dylan, I was supporting America here. They sanction these people. These people, they can do their background check them before they come up to do this, blah, blah, blah. All that noise that Dylan used to be causing. It they now pinch in some kind of way. It they now grab Dylan, how they call it now, hold it, and squeeze it some kind of way. That why you see, he just vexed. You can sense the anger in his tone. Listen to Dylan. Dylan said Walker would travel. He said, it's for fact. I'm about to play, oh, you listen to him. He said it's for fact that the Keseli Boulevard Road and that of the overhead pass, it came from the CDC arrangement and it was in the pipeline. But he said the pipeline was blocked. He had to take Bouaka to go back, to go to China and then talk to the Chinese president and told him, say sorry for whatever happened for which you blocked that thing. Never again in the history of this country that anything I had to do in America with just join inside, no. If American people agree with him, but Dylan, yeah. You want to see Budi passing around and say, I'm gonna try. That thing that you people in Boga them are desperate to prove point to the Liberian people after you are filled with yellow machine, you're filled with money rule, you're filled with everything, you're desperate until you're doing business with any devil. When Dylan said, you know, Boga said you would do business with any devil, the devil that they're doing business with now is China. Because you know what's happening? Let me tell you something. Don't listen to him. Maybe he will be able to help us all to understand. Then we can comprehend it better. Let's listen to Dylan. What Dylan said.
President Bouaka 2025 budget will determine the clear vision for the country.
Okay, sir.
Then it also includes the dividend on some of these travels. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the road from Keseli Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla, that's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Bouaka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we'll take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and go stand for one.
You listening to Dylan now? He says the anger is too. He said Bouaka went to China. This is the Senate Committee Chair on Foreign Relations. He knows nothing about diplomacy. Dylan is opening a mouth and just talking trash. No diplomat. If you ask Bessler now, I don't know whether she's a seasoned diplomat, she will never make this statement. They're rubbish. They may talking here so. Dylan does not understand diplomacy. Dylan does not understand that. For Dylan to sit down and then comes up and say that Bouaka went to the point and say, sorry, anytime we take any decision on the global stage, we'll think about our own interest and not be pleasing anybody's interest. That rudeness. Hey man, no, let me tell you something. Dylan, you think the mouth you open just now, what you did as Senate Committee Chair on Foreign Affairs, that you talking that thing and disrespecting America and say, we'll never ever listen to anything they say. We don't want. Dylan, do you know how people vote in that place? So, shucks. Dylan, you know, education is very essential. Dylan has just declared that the Joseph Bouaka administration does not need America in anything, any decision they want to make at the global stage. Who controls the global stage? Dylan, you discussing global stage. You listen to yourself. You went to school to learn. You listen to yourself to say global stage. Who controls the global stage? Do you know what they call a G5? Liberia right here say in the West African sub-region here, the continent stage, Liberia not even making any impact there. Okay, let's come to the sub-regional stage. Liberia is nowhere. You're talking about America that controls the global stage, and you're telling that indeed Joseph Boakai told the Chinese president that any decision that is being made on the global stage, Liberia, God, you know that gets sense. You see, when we told you that some of these people, their own thing will bring us, that they don't misbehaving like this. He said, any decision that will make, it will be about us. Do you know that they get interest in interest? Do you think everything you ever do in life is about your personal interest? It can be most times about the interest of the biggest interest. Because your interest, in fact, whether you like it, you go or you come down. America. Whether you like it, you go or you come down. America can get tighten small screw. Now, as we speak, you are finished. Now you there, you vex because they tell you, say they gave you restricted visa. Global state that they don't open a mouth as chair on foreign relations. The man pour his mouth and said, never again.
We are showing China that when we are taking action on a global stage, we take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and go step.
They don't more. They don't man. I wanna, because it can be like my man, Oliver Dillon. I know that way in, I think, Canada or something like that. The way he's smart and clever, he can toss on something. I don't think the other Dillon here was born of the Dillons. They must better check this guy and better know which one of the Dillon he is, because this guy, Dillon, are you just talking that's gonna chat? Could you imagine? Dillon, your hair in jazz now? Your hair, Dillon? Your hair in jazz now? Who would thought that kind of thing? Can't tell, but now when people jump in, Liberia can join any fight America in. When America asks Liberia, say, please, we need your support in this fight. Liberia does not have to have any fish to fry inside. Liberia will join that fight and fight it. Do you understand the global stage you're talking about? Global stage. The IMF, you're running to here. Do you know who then can put money there? Before the IMF then can give money to the country there, like our country there? Do you know who then can put money there? Do you know the major donors? Liberia, a begging country. If America does not agree, World Bank will not get fine, IMF will not get fine. Are you listening to yourself? You call yourself chair on foreign relations. Oh my God. Wow. So our election always produces people of just quantity and not qualities. Now is now known that they don't put in more. You see how they don't know that? Yeah, God. Let me play. You're listening to that part again. The man said global stage. Any decision we're taking at a global stage. You are global level, say? Is Liberia already at global level? The last time Liberia ever went global level and people know about Liberia like Georgia, when he became world best. That when people knew Liberia say at global level. Who knows Liberia at global level? They don't get sense. You see, look, let me tell you something.
Showing China that when we are taking action on a group, but it was blocked in the pipeline. The President Boakai's visit to China. We are showing China that when we are taking action on a global stage, we take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and vote.
Just a final question.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you start on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on a global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hate ourselves as a country and people to please any other country.
Y'all listen to the other, eh? He said, "I'm going at the Goran stage now. Never again. Any decision we're going to make, if other people will benefit from it, we benefit, no problem. But never again is going to. You know very well where go." ALC, AL get Dillon a chance, Wagga then a chance. They will plunge this country into serious chaos. Dillon is discussing global stage politics, diplomacy. He put a model. Dillon. I don't know. We one of the students who did international. Oh yeah, my man, Abu Sharif. Yeah, Abu Sharif from Philo. He did international studies. I think I think he know when he listened to Dillon say, he will say, "What? What's happening? Who says this? Who ever ventured to say this? That's bad. That's terrible. That's rudeness. That's friskiness. Why would Dillon choose to do that?" Anyway, keep playing your cash giveaway, my people. Hey, country, and keep playing your cash giveaway. 3,000 is what we are giving you. Star 799 star 24 hash. Star 799 star 24 hash. I always told you to save it. Yeah, this level. Star 799 star 24 hash. Right? So just play it that way. So that will go on, yeah. On board, let's get to the line and talk, yeah. They don't finish talking here. Crown Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. We take a break on Crown Stopper, Home City, then we'll be right back.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you will report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. No matter where you go, remember the road that will lead you home.
The holiday
holiday season promotions and sales offers continues at Home City Liberia. Everything, and we mean everything, is on massive sale. Great offers, bundles, promos, and enormous discount. When you know, yeah. And when you not know, flat. Special deals on 4K LED TVs, refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, smartphones, laptops, photo printers, DSLR cameras with flash and lens kits, all-in-one copiers, home decor, and home furniture, kitchen appliances to cook your healthy meals, music systems, and more. Visit us today between 6th and 7th Street, Tottenham Boulevard, Cinco, opposite Nancy B. Doe Market. It's Home City Liberia, the perfect shopping experience. Call us on 0886 699999 or visit our Facebook and Instagram, Home City Liberia. Yeah! Oh, yeah, certainly we are. And this is how we go. Right here tonight. Right here on this that. So the female line is up and 077 0779802275. Yeah, all right. So the WhatsApp line is also opened as well, so that you can get in and right here tonight on this die as we move on. And those of you who play the cash giveaway, keep doing what you can. Let me try to pick from this female line first. Hello. Let me get it. Hello. 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 Wow, sorry. Then I think I will try to get it on. You'll try to call me. So I'm doing the draws already. So those of you, whatever I told you, get this money and keep it for tomorrow so that you can get 10,000, 15,000, and of course. So it's on it. Hello. Hello. Okay. So let me see whether I can get this one set up right here. But let me get onto this line first. This one will do. Okay. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Oh man, line is somewhat terrible. I don't know why, but go on. Yeah, go ahead. At least we're trying to get you. No, your line is not good. Sorry. Yeah, we can't get you. We can't get you. Sorry. The line is not too good. So we'll try to get you when we can. So we'll get you, then that's it. Right. So let me get on to this one. Hello. Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Well, I'm Liva Cindy. I'm calling from Chicken Patrick.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, Amy, that statement I was made by Delon. They will harm their government by America. Let me just give you a brief history about President Doe. Doe was the darling boy of the America. But Doe, America fell off with Doe in 1987, I think 87, 86. When Doe told America, said, we'll pay your debt. And they have boxes all over in Liberia that people were paying. A Christian man used to be in a barrel, BTC. They called Steve. He had iron, he used to call him Iron Man. That man was captured on the TV.
Wow. You stay there? Wow, sorry. Let me get to William Bro. Bro, let's hear from you, Chief. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, Teacher Lai.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for the great show, Teacher Lai.
I know, right?
You see, Teacher Lai, Liberia, we will continue to have problems because we keep awarding the wrong people to certain area and giving them permanent status in our society. A man like Delon shouldn't even be senator. You know, he shouldn't even be a senator. You have a sincere foreign relations students, people who came up with half a degree in foreign relations, they are not the chairperson on foreign affairs. You know, who even a high school document is questionable that a man who talking to a chairman of foreign affairs. You think our country people can take us serious when that kind of man got to know a profile? So people, we keep joking. You understand? We keep joking. And I like it that too, because for me, I want these people to use their left hand to slap their own right here.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. So I like it like that. So it's good that at least they are talking and that the American people be observing. So it can be like, we don't want it. So that's it there. Thank you, Teacher Len, for
Thanks, bro. I appreciate
showing like that.
everything. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for everything. And let me get on to the next call right here on this dial. We are setting the getting there. And I saw the Lone Star number is there, and you can use that as well. It is 086 304497. Let me get on to this one. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Abraham William.
Yeah, how you doing, boss? Go on, let's listen to you.
Yeah, this is the voice of William S. Hans, and I'm from Chicago, New Jersey.
Okay, let's hear
yeah, you know, the issue of Delon, it's been a while. You know, people have been speculating what is Delon. I've refused to come up, more especially this government that brought to power. And on ELBC, it was firebrand. The journalists did well, because the first thing Delon did, and he gave a disclaimer on, was the Boeing scenario to the airport in the plane. And he said it right, and two witnesses called and confirmed it. The first guy said Delon was not booed, and the second lady said he was not booed. But when he passed, before taking a seat, there were people in the plane who was arguing, oh, like fake, but not something like, you know, like you see somebody and start to boo them, right? So that was the first thing. Now the second one is the issue of Liberia interest. Maybe to be honest, right? If we listen to the orator the last time, she said something very strong. This country, we might disagree on some issues.
So you're listening now. You know that the deception I hate. You people sat there. People were slapping people with sanctions here and there with nothing. You people supported it. Now today you see in this country.
No, Eddie.
No.
It's never.
No. I just lay the premise and tell you the character who's speaking to it today is the same character who was sitting right in the Senate there. When the colleagues were saying, now let us try to ask these people about this, he said, no, we won't get any problem with America. He did not say that. When did he get to realize that?
Yeah, but Mr. William, if you look at the trend of Delon, Delon has brought a lot of good things to the Senate.
All right,
thank you.
That useless story there, I don't go back. You see that kind of foolish story. I told you, when you come on the show here, there's a show that is intended for sincere people. If you want to be a friend, whatever, I ain't going to assume, but when you talk foolishness, I will take you off. When you talk about good thing, man, bring to the Senate. You listening to yourself? What a nonsense that. Don't ever call me on the show again. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, thank you, Abby. Thank you for having me.
Hear from you.
Yeah, so what a good thing that Dylan brought to the Senate by riding first class, business class as a good thing.
You can be struggling down there and they be saying that be defending foolishness.
By you saying that you will not ride $45,000 vehicle and you ride $65,000 vehicle, that's a good thing.
Don't even get credence to that human being said.
Eh? Yeah, listen. Let me say this. Abby, thank you for the show. What they don't say to the Liberian people that I want you to understand and know that Bwaka the one giving that particular statement. Because if you listen to Joseph Bwaka's speech at the UN, he made that same statement that people will not be, they will not get involved into people. They are not there to get in people business when two parties making power. Then Liberia will not be the ground. He said it. So yeah, will not be part of anything that was. So these are the statement Delon is making. So but one good thing I may say, thank God that he alluded to the fact that the CDC government won't had that project. but because we voted against China at the UN, so that's why they pulled hot to the project. They didn't just say we're not doing it, but they pulled hot to it for some time. So if they come in to do it, and thank God that they were able to come out to say and tell us clear and tell the people then clear, so they can take glory of that, because they knew are taking glory for everything. But as we speak right now, everywhere is terrible in this country. They're lying to civil servants, lying to the people that they are on salary. But you just said, Joe, we are not paying the people. But today, the people not getting paid. And AB lastly, the thing the man of God said is coming to reality, and we're seeing it in our eyes on a daily basis. He spoke about the national team. Look at the disgrace. Look at the disgrace. And you know what I'm saying? So we're going to say we'll be there and watching. And let them come and rescue the country. Today, we're hearing that people giving different topics now. And you know what I'm saying? The truth will come to the light, and people will see that those people that are deceitful and liar, all they're doing, they only came to rescue themselves. Imagine a man wearing clothes now that carrying GMB on it. He never used to wear any clothes that carry design, but he wearing clothes that carry GMB. Imagine that. You know? Yeah. So that's why the man have been rescued there. And, you know, so thank you for having me, brother. The other people enjoy themselves. The other people suffer.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for everything. All right, so Saturday we are Saturday getting there, and we have just 4 minutes to fly down. But this is it right here on this very time. And no matter how you think about it, we are getting there. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, good evening, AB.
Yeah,
how you doing?
Good evening.
Yeah, well, this is Moka, the visual guy that keeping photography to the fire. You know, AB, sometimes we get so disappointed with people when they want to defend character that they loan. The man that even how much he used his own money, he lied, he got to come say he shamed his mother. That kind of man like that from Mosorado County we should be defending here. No, but that is the wrong place now that he is going. Can you imagine the law referring to America, other pricing in their thing? We will not put our money there in their war, will not join inside. But we just hope that all of these things that they are coming our way, the trickle down effect will not be heavy on us. Because if you go after America, when America comes after you, the effect is dangerous. That is very, very wrong. And this is why we will say that in their corner when they are sitting there in their personal discussion, stop back to them beyond the hot talking, and you will not come outside your tongue when the child comes outside your talk. They will not say when the child talking, they say, oh, but a lot of people in the other was talking the thing and the child just come to boy say, oh, so they are happy to black and they don't do it. But we
yeah.
You say something, and that's what Samuel 12. Look, Minister 12, please start advising these people. Just check, make them, and let them know that they lie to the Liberian people, that they sing against this nation. For them to tell us that amortization that person we are carrying on, it was a thing, and they were coming to reverse. They were not speaking ignorantly. They had some financial genius with them. Remember, the Twitter corrupt and other government were with them. The very man that had come to take over our finance minister, he was with them. The very American, he was with them. So they were in the know that it was very, very impossible to reverse harmonization. Then you go into IMF program, it was not possible. Now here we are. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Right, you agree to it. So we hope that you will continue to agree until 2028, and they are saying they will carry your salary so that they can carry your salary. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Carl. Let me get on to Medicine. Medicine, let's hear from you. Then I get to the female line. Yeah.
Thank you, AB. Thank you for the show. I got 2 issues to touch on. The first is the harmonization.
Yeah.
Thank you for again doing it, because you did it when you were at Freedom. The press conference, the World Bank country director that was in Liberia for 4 years under President Weah, when he was leaving Liberia, I watched that press conference live, and that press statement you read, that what the man was reading that day. Liberian people refused to see the truth with their own eyes. And they let Joseph Boakai to use them. That George Weah was just wicked and cut their salary. And Joseph Boakai then told them that when it comes to power, they will restore their salary.
Right.
Today, we are seeing a newspaper that Joseph Boakai is telling the Liberian people that they're not able to restore the salary, but they will extend the harmonization. Meaning they lie to the Liberian people and lie on George Weah. Now they have to come out publicly and appeal to the Liberian people and to George Weah government that we lie. What? The thing you said it was wrong, that we did it criminally. Why are you extending it? Why are you extending it? The kind of criminal behavior they did. And our people, look, that one can get angry when I'm talking sometimes about Liberian issue. People who are educated, nurses that went to school, so they have bachelor degree in nurses, so they have master in nurses. They sat down there for food, then there's somebody who cannot read A and B. They use them with lie and they agree. The guy in the street, they abandon patients. Something that you can be fired for in America as a nurse. They call it neglect. For you to abandon patients in a hospital under your care and work out like neglect, you can be fired in America. You will lose your lesson. You can lose your lesson. You're not even careful. You'll go to jail. That's what they did in Liberia. Walk in the street to go protest. You harmonize my salary, I will harmonize your own. And you call them educated people. The second issue is DeLong. That's why our country going nowhere. A man like DeLong, who has no requisite education, can serve whole country Senate Committee on Foreign Relations when he knows nothing in the diplomatic circle, when he does not even have an associate degree in international relations. He has not even served in any country as like a taxi to the ambassador. Zero. You may or Senate Committee Chairman on Foreign Relations. What does he know? What does he know to bring on the table? In the United States, before anybody is placed on committee in the Senate, that person is qualified in that area. That the United States Congress wrong. My former senator from New Jersey, who that guy indicted and convicted, Senator Bob Menendez, he chaired the United States Senate on Foreign Relations. New Jersey former senator. You got people who are medical doctors in Congress, like Kentucky doctor, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. He's an eye doctor. He served on Senate Committee on Health, or Health and Human Services, as they call it in America. In Liberia during Chancellor Day, you got Dr. Peter Coleman, who was serving as a Senate Committee Chairman on Health, because he's a medical doctor. You will not invite a medical doctor to come before the Senate and use terminology that Dr. Peter Coleman will not understand. You got Vanny Chairman serving as a Senate Committee Chairman on Judiciary. When the minister before that, he speak, the Vanny Chairman understands. Vanny Chairman understands what the man would say. What does the law know to represent a country or to be a Senate Committee Chairman for a country? You think that country is serious to go somewhere? That country going nowhere. That country going nowhere. AB, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Then we gotta lose. And hello, how you doing, listening? Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, bro, Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, thank you, bro, Ebi. This is Lucien calling from the USA.
Yeah, let's hear from
you. Ebi, Liberia business is something that's just funny and serious. But Ebi, our problem as Liberian is ourselves. But Ebi, like the people always say, is that when you electing a leader, you look at yourself first to elect somebody to represent you. I give examples. If you had a problem with the law, you look for a lawyer that is sound and far-sighted, that specializes in certain areas when it comes to law. You're not just going to test a driver to come represent you to the courthouse. That's the same thing like we always do, the mistake we always do. Imagine somebody sitting on foreign relationship with other countries and don't even know the basis of foreign relationship or even know bilateral relationship between two countries, especially when it comes to Liberia and America. But you see what the problem, you see people that belong there coming every day, putting those type of misinformation out there to Liberian people because the Liberian people are not informed about these things, but imagine somebody talking about their own foreign relationship, they're sitting on a foreign relationship. These guys then go to the area because it gave them leverage to travel to various countries on scale. And when they do those travel, they benefit, not because of the interest of the country. No.
Anyway.
Yeah. Because a man that far-sighted and know the relationship between two countries, before you even say something about the other country, you have to think. You not just talk because you want to talk. But I don't blame the law. I blame the Liberian people. But the Liberian people continue to make mistakes, and the mistake come back haunting them, and that is what we continue to see day in, day out. There is a man that tell the Liberian people that he made a machine. How a grown man make a machine? And you think that meant you take that man serious? Liberia, we got to take ourselves serious, but as long as the Liberian people cannot show the value of ourselves, people like Delon will continue to stand in the face of the world and make us to be ashamed and bring disgrace to us each and every day, because we the people, we're not showing the respect and dignity that we deserve. That's why we're going to make those areas. Thank you, baby.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. Let me get to the line. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, sir. Yeah, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm Patricia Lloyd.
Yeah, Patricia.
Calling for justice.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Tishala, I thank you so much for reviving our school. On the day we lose this election, I just been monitoring.
Thank you.
And this is my first day calling.
Oh, no, thank you.
I'm too happy for you. God will bless you. But when it comes to the issue, you know that we Liberians, we have been making so many mistakes. We make our mistakes and we try to blame other people. When you look at men like Darius Dillon, on the Liberty Party that I used to know, to see him today as a senator, it brought tears to me. Because we don't look at people before we elect them as a leader. This is what we are going through today. Darius Dillon came with lies, and the lies carried him to the Senate. Now he wants to use the same lies and rhetoric to put us into calamity, to defy America. Who are you? What you get? So because we paying you now free money, it is free money, so you want to disgrace the country and you defy America. But you know how it is? What the pastor said the last time, that you play the gun sign, is what coming to pass. Because he said 2 years from now, we will drink dirty water and we tell God thank you. It is what you don't coming to do to us. But so like next month, we will fast and pray for I and my friend, that every calamity that will fall in this country, they will fall on social or the Unity Party people. I brought this disgrace to us in the country today. You know, they came with lies, they are criminals, and they are bound for failure. Thank you, my brother.
Thanks, man.
Let God bless you.
And we appreciate. Thanks for the support, prayers, everything. All right, and those of you playing your, I certainly get there to it. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Yeah, hello, how you doing, man? Yeah, man. Let's hear from you, man.
Yeah, I want to tell you thank you. Hey, I want to thank you for all. I want to thank you and let them thank you for giving number for winning people. They want John and I should be Easter. I was so happy to know you're calling it number. I want to tell you thank you.
I know, eh?
My son, ABO, they think what direct in it. Then they go ahead. If you the Makasi court, Makasi came in, she said, you're saying in Liberia. Let Unity Party put in sin and let it be put in a ball the former leader thing. Now the Montagne and the session coming. When America finished with the election, now they don't do that. Liberia that America who Liberia. Let America election finish. Let the other be flying around but people flying America. And we then all of us to go for long life. So every let God be with you. Let God continue to carry us through. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks so much for everything. We appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And all of you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we got to stay pray for our country. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Yeah? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Daniel G. Cardio, and I join you from Ghana.
Daniel G. Cardio, let's hear from you, please.
Baby, thank you. Let me appreciate you today for the topic on discussion. You know, we told people at the end of the day, you can fool all of the people some of the time. You cannot fool all of the people all of the time. This is what happened in the governing system of our state. The people came to power on rhetoric. And at the same rhetoric they want to use to govern the Liberian people, which of course we are seeing a glaring reality. Can you imagine? They make us believe that the harmonization was bad. The harmonization was not good for the Liberian people. If they take power, they were going to increase civil servant salary. Up to now, going to 1 year now, we cannot see nothing, no increasement in civil servant salary. And we're listening and we're hearing the revelation, even coming from Samuel 12, that will be very, very difficult. We believe it because the Boaka, the unity party that we know, all the veterans they were parading with up to now, don't fear the cause we can hear from them on the civil servant issue. It's unfortunate. This country belongs to everyone. Tomorrow, if even you want to assume power, don't be lying to people. Because the final analysis, when the people understand your rhetoric, they will never ever believe in you. There's a reason, there's what happening. Can you imagine we gave them 22 million left on River T. I spent 1 week on the road, AB. It was very deplorable. Very, very deplorable. We gave them that money, wasted money that we gave it to them. They just misused the Liberian people money. Every other thing except President we are doing, they are doing worse than President we are. Every other thing they talk again, this is what we're seeing today. Look at when we are listening to Dido when he was on the show, the question they say, why is it that it's denying Liberian from getting visa up to the embassy? He said when Liberian enter the people country, in fact, they don't want to come back. There is a reason why you see that kind of poor argument you were giving to us. To tell you that the United Party, the people have no more confidence in them. So we are watching. Thank you for the great opportunity to know.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let me get on to this one here, and we are certainly getting there. Let me come to call some of my superb winners. Yeah, and are fantastic people. All right, so let me get on to this. Then I call some of my superb winners as well. Hello, how are you doing? Let me hear from you. Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, man.
Okay, maybe the only thing I have to tell you tonight, that God continue to bless you, that God continue to guide you.
Amen.
What you are doing for the Liberian people, let God bless your family. Amen. That's the only blessing I got for you tonight. My name is Sata Kazulu.
Man, Sata Kazulu. Thank you so much. Amen. Thank you. All right, and let me get on to this one here. I'll talk boys Zulu call on first. Boss, I tell you call on first. Well, yeah. So let me try to see whether we can get on to this one right here, and then we'll soon be wrapping up anytime soon. Sorry, that Chinese. You see what a Chinese phone can do, and any kind of Chinese. Anyway, let us get on 0888266 and 403. So that is it right here on this dial, and let me get on to this. Don't worry, I got over it. I got over it. Charity, bang, 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 bang. You know, see, yeah, how you doing, man? Abraham, yo. How everything with you? Oh, okay, Mama. How everything with you? You're not saying a bago. Yeah.
I tell you radio while listening to the
Oh,
radio.
yeah, you listen. Okay, so you play the cat give it. That your first time I'm calling you, so, eh?
Yes, I've been playing.
You've been playing. Nobody not call you before.
Yes, I do this.
Now today, now you get a call from me now.
Yes.
So the money that you got, so that it's already 3,000. Change your phone with that. Yes, now.
Yeah, I received a message.
So just wait, so that you don't use it. Then tomorrow night you can go for the 10,000, 15,000.
All right, thank you.
Yeah?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Yeah, so there are several, like I said, this one is just for you to keep it. When you finish doing the draw now, you'll keep it, then use it on tomorrow. That's what it is. Wow, we have 13. Wow, time has really so all of you here, we have about I think 20 persons. No, we're not up to 30. Okay, 30 persons. came through tonight, and here tonight, and they got it. So, like I said, for me, I always like to open a window for winning for several of you. So, and it's very much good for you. So, time has really caught up with us, and we should be leaving now, folks. It is all the time we've got. So, until we are back here, we want to wish you all the best.